Hey, good morning. How's everybody doing? It is Tuesday at 10:30. This is Connecting to Spirit with Stacy, Tuesday Talks at 10:30, where I come to you every Tuesday at 10:30 and talk to you about wholeness and wellness and grief and death and dying, meditation, things that will bring you back home. Let me know when you're on. I'm trying to find it here on my phone so that I can see the comments. But we'll get started here in a second. Let's see. There we go. All right. How's everybody doing today? How you doing? So, Happy New Year, right? It's 2023. Good morning, Barbara. How are you doing? I can see the comments on my other phone, but I can't see it. I can't see it up there. But good morning, Barbara. So before I start, I always like to set my intention so you know who I am and what I'm about. My name is Stacy. I'm a child of God. I'm a psychic medium, spiritual healer, and a shaman. And I've been given a gift from God to channel spirit using love and light for my higher good and the higher good of those that God puts in my path. I'm not the medium that says I see death all around you. My gift, my prayer is that God, that spirit, that angels bring in the most loving message to help your spirit heal. And today, since it's the beginning of 2023, I wanted to just kind of talk to you about different mantras that will help us to get through January and help us to get to be a better us, to feel good about who we are, to allow ourselves to grow and improve. But before I do that, there was a passage that I read that really made me think about a couple things last night. I'm going to read the passage to you. It says, why do we start the new year with promises to improve? Who began this tradition of never-ending, this never-ending picture? I say the end of the year should be filled with congratulations, for we all survived. And I say a new year should start with promises to be kinder to ourselves, to understand better just how much we bear as humans in this exhausting treadmill of life. And if we are to promise more, let's pledge to rest our bodies before our bodies force us. Let's pledge to stop and drink in life as it happens. Let's pledge to strip away a layer of perfection to reveal the flawed and wondrous humanity that is truly inside. Why start another year gifted to us on earth with demands on our already overstrained humanity, when we could be learning to accept that we are always supposed to be imperfect, and that it is where the beauty lies, actually. And if we can only find that beauty, we could also find peace. I wish you peace in 2023. Everything else is all part of it. Let it be so. And this was written by Donna Ashford. So when I was reading this, I thought to myself, my goodness, how simple does this sound? Let us just be. But on the other end, I thought to myself, how difficult this is. How can we just be? We've been trained and taught to constantly be doing, to be something. And we've always been taught not to be selfish about ourselves and to think about others, which I totally agree, and we should think about others. But we also need to allow ourselves to rest within ourselves so that we can find the beauty within ourselves. When you think about the new year, I mean, it's always one of those things that, oh, it's New Year, so I'm going to, it's January 1st, I'm going to, start back at the gym. Gym memberships go crazy at the beginning of the year. I'm going to start walking. I'm going to stop swearing. I'm going to stop smoking. Whatever it is, whatever your habit, whatever your weaknesses that you feel that you have, January 1, bam, there's that line in the sand. And we put this expectation on ourselves that sometimes it's not able to be accomplished. Other times it's that kickstart where you're like, yep, here I'm going to go. I'm going to start this. Let's go. So I was thinking about how easy this all sounds and how difficult this all sounds. And it took me back to the book that I wrote, My Head Knows, But My Heart Still Hurts. There you go. That's available on Amazon. Here at Hip Gypsy Emporium, you could always message me and we can work it out and I can get it shipped to you. But in the back of the book, I have this calendar, and each month has a specific theme. And each day of the week has a specific theme and a specific mantra. Have you ever gone through so much loss or agony or trauma or something that when you get up in the morning that you just can't think straight, that you just don't know what you need to do? That's why I came up with this calendar, so that it would give you something to think about. It would give you something to focus on and to concentrate on. So if we want to get off of this treadmill of life, basically, where our mind is just spinning out of control, and allow ourselves to just be, the morning for me is always the best time to meditate. I meditate in the morning and I meditate at night before I go to bed, to calm my mind, to get my mind focused in the morning on what I'm going to think about today. And you may have this huge list of things that need to be done today. I mean, every Tuesday I'm here at 10:30. That's the first thing that I have to cross off my list. But there's the rest of the day. And in order to kind of kickstart my day, I come up with different mantras or different things to focus on. So if my mind goes astray, I can go, oh, here's my mantra for the day. Today is going to be the best day ever. That's usually my mantra. Today is going to be the best day ever. No matter what happens, today is going to be the best day ever. Today I'm going to learn something. Today I'm not going to be hard on myself. Whatever your mantra is. But it's choosing something. Happy New Year, Brandy. It's choosing something that when your mind goes astray on this treadmill, that you can bring it back. So I just wanted to talk to you about the mantras that I have. I felt as if, you could sum it up from time to time so that you are able to drink in life. I love the way she said that. Allow yourself to drink in life. Just taking it all in, our life lessons, our joys, our laughters, our sadness, our triumphs, our speed bumps, drinking life in and allowing us to be. So if you are stuck on this treadmill, here's some mantras for you that you can use each day for January. And I looked at January, and here you can see, let me pull it up. I've got it in my in the newsletter this month as well. But in the back of the book, each day of every month can bring new emotions. Here are some mantras and exercises that you can do every day to help you walk through the inner journey of healing. Some days you may not want to do anything. Commit to reading just one line of this exercise every day. It will only take 30 seconds, and it will help you walk through your day little by little. Self-care is so important. Whether you're grieving, whether you're, you don't have to be grieving for self-help to be great for you. It's trying to be the best person that you can be every single day. If you don't care for yourself, your mind, your body, and your spirit, then your mind, your body, and your spirit won't care for you. If you don't take care of your body doesn't take care of you. And I think that is so important to think about. If you're not getting enough rest, you're going to be overexhausted, or, if you're not eating right. So many things happen to the body when you don't take care of the body. Headaches, you get sick. You just, you feel like it's hard to put one foot in front of the other. So it is taking that inward journey for mind, body, and spirit to take care of you, so that in essence you're able to take care of others. So I just wanted to talk about January's. So I'm sorry if this is the first time you've been on, put a 1 so that I can welcome you. Let me know where you're watching from. I always enjoy seeing where everybody's watching from. So when you think about Mondays are the first day of the week, right? My new start. When you say, it's Monday, you need to go, it's Monday. Like, this is going to be how the rest of my week is going to go. Let's put our best foot forward. So on Mondays, your mantra is going to be, abundance is waiting for me. So no matter what you're doing, you're brushing your teeth, you're putting your makeup on, it's that mantra. Abundance is waiting for me. Abundance is waiting for me. And I'm going to receive abundance. So it's thinking about how you respond to things during your day, that it's abundant for you. And it's noticing the abundance that comes to you. Maybe you run into a friend that you haven't seen in years. That's abundance. Maybe you get a phone call out of the blue, somebody just checking on you. That's abundance. Maybe you receive a coupon in the mail for, $1 off of milk. That's abundance. So it's concentrating on Mondays that abundance is waiting for me. Then say to yourself, I receive abundance, right? Abundance is waiting for me, and I receive abundance. And just as your day goes, if you start to get a little frustrated about something, stop, take a breath. Abundance is waiting for me, and I am ready to receive abundance. Make sense? On Tuesday, working on smiling, right? When you smile, your whole face lights up. It changes the muscles in your body, and you have that muscle memory. You know how to smile. It puts out that signal to other people in the universe that you are approachable, that you're having a good day, that you're realizing that each and every second of every day is special. So your mantra will be, on Tuesdays, which is today, I will think about things that make me smile. So what makes you smile? My kids, my grandkids, of course, my husband, this new little dog I have, Rebel. He makes me laugh and he makes me smile. Things that I think about that I have been through, that I have overcome. It makes me smile, like, oh my gosh, I did it. But it's going back and thinking about those things that make you smile. In November, we did a challenge of the 30 days of gratitude, right? Those were things that should make you smile. So if you're having a hard time of thinking about what makes you smile, go back to, what am I grateful for? These are the things that are going to make me smile. On Wednesdays is going to be self-love day. This is where you draw that love inward. And your mantra is, I am who I am. All the time, I'm sure you've come across this, people try to change who you are. They try to change your mind about something. They try and critique what you're doing or what you're saying. And I tell this story a lot, I like to dress kind of funky, and I don't think it's outlandish, but I love big jewelry. I don't have much on today. I don't even have earrings or a necklace on. But my husband and I were out to dinner, and I don't even remember what I had on. And this woman came up to me and she said, "Oh my gosh, I wouldn't have the nerve to wear what you're wearing, but you look really good in it." And part of me thought, was that a left-handed compliment or was that a criticism? I chose to take it as a compliment. She was saying to me, "You look good in what you have on, but I wouldn't wear something like that," which is fine. What I wear isn't for everybody. Who you are isn't for everybody, but it's what makes you unique in who you are. So being comfortable with saying, "I am who I am," and taking that in. Be a sponge with these words. I am who I am. And be happy with the person that you are, right? If there are things about you that you don't like, make a change. That's that 5, 5, and 5 rule that I have out. If it's not going to matter in 5 weeks, don't worry about it. If it's going to matter in 5 months, you need to have a conversation. If it's going to still affect your life in 5 years, you need to make a change. So it's thinking about, I am who I am. I am this unique individual that God placed on this earth in this moment in time and space to be the most perfect me that I can be in my most imperfect and flawed ways. But I am who I am. So that's your mantra. That's your mantra for, that's your mantra for Wednesdays. Thursdays for January, you're going to work on forgiveness. Forgiveness is not just for you. Isn't just for the other person, but forgiveness is for you. If you're holding a grudge, if you're holding anger about something, it affects the mind, the body, and the spirit. So it's working on forgiveness. And I'm not saying that you have to just forgive everything all at once and wham, bam, it's going to be all gone. It's working on things one at a time. What are you stuck on? What are you hung up on? So your Thursday mantra is, I release and forgive myself and others. Do you have regrets of things that you should have done or things that you did and that you shouldn't have done? You know what? It's over. You did it. Learn from that lesson. Forgive yourself. Release yourself and grow. If someone has upset you or offended you or, pissed you off, broken your heart, why carry that for years and years and years? It's time to say, you know what? That person was put in my life for a reason, for a season, or for life. That person was put in my life either for a reason or for a season. Maybe I was to learn something from them. Maybe they were to learn something from me. But apparently, they are not to be in my life for life. So I'm thanking the universe for placing them in my life at that particular time and moment. But I'm also releasing them and forgiving them and letting it go. When you start to do this, you know how they always say that anger or jealousy or revenge or, it makes this knot in your stomach. Your stomach just feels really tight. When you start to release and forgive yourself and others, that knot starts to unknot and starts to release the tightness that's in your stomach or your chest or in your head or in your back or in your shoulders. That's where we carry stress. That's where we carry anger. When I have problems with my right shoulder, I know I'm hanging on to something. Something's in there. I need to release it. I need to roll back and think about, when did this start to hurt? What happened? And I release and I forgive it. I have to let it go. I give it to the universe. God can take much better care of it than I can. So why am I holding on to it? That's ego. Having to have the last word. Having to make the other person feel as badly as you do. No, release it and forgive it. It's not good for you to hold on to. So for Thursdays, I want you to work on forgiveness. Friday, so after you've worked on forgiveness, Fridays I want you to work on dreaming, right? You're going to dream anyway, so dream big. If time and money were no object, what would you want to be doing? What would you want to see in your life? Dream about it. It's one of those things that when you visualize it and you set that intention, you can manifest the good things. You can manifest those dreams. So your mantra for Fridays is today I will dream boldly and I will dare to dream. Dare to dream. Instead of thinking, oh God, what's next? Visualize saying, you know what? The next thing that's coming is going to be wonderful. It's going back to that mantra on Mondays where I am open to receiving abundance. By Friday, I'm going to start to dream about this abundance. I'm going to start to think in a bigger headspace, basically, of a vacation or in a way that I'm feeling, allowing my body to feel healthy and strong. Maybe, the beginning of the year, you decided that you were going to join a gym. So visualize going to the gym every day and visualize getting stronger and healthier. But it's dreaming big. What am I going to do when I feel healthier? Maybe I'll go on a hike, right? Visualize yourself walking or hiking. Visualize what the trees look like. But it's daring to dream. It's giving yourself permission to dream big. And then Saturday is the day of growth, where you're concentrating on growth. Your mantra is, today I will emerge from my chrysalis like a butterfly and I will soar. So when you're thinking about all your mantras from Monday through Friday, that's growth, isn't it? That's allowing yourself to grow and to blossom and to bloom. Because Mondays, we were working on abundance. We were inviting abundance in. Tuesday, we were smiling. We were making ourselves feel good and remembering the good things. Wednesday, we were accepting ourselves for who we were. Thursday, we were forgiving those things about ourselves that we have in regret, or we were forgiving others. And Friday, we were dreaming big. So Saturday, oh my gosh, let's emerge from that chrysalis. Let's allow ourselves to soar, feel lighter, feel better. I've noticed in myself, and I'm sure you all can agree, I've noticed that when I'm holding something deep within me that I am upset about, or I'm having a hard time making a decision about something, or I'm confused, my whole body feels light, or feels very heavy. But I want my body to feel light. I don't want to feel bogged down. I don't want to feel like I'm stuck in the mud. I don't want to feel like I can't move, right? So when you're working through these mantras, that will help you to get unstuck. Make sense? And then on Sundays, Sunday is your day of rest. Sunday's the day to just do self-care on yourself. Whether you want to sleep in late, it's meditating, it's journaling about the week. It's just, resting the mind, the body, and the spirit. It's allowing yourself to just be. We have a difficult time of just being. And I was talking about this last night. I can't remember, isn't that awful? I can't remember if it was Sunday or Monday. I didn't even get off the couch. I just kind of sat on the couch, snoozed in and out, took a couple naps, would get up to eat, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever. Sat with my dog, took my dog out, and just didn't do anything. And that's the first time in a very long time, except if I was sick or something, that I didn't do anything. And it felt so good. Today is a rainy Tuesday. Might find myself on that couch again, just writing and reflecting or sitting and reading. It's taking that time to care for yourself. When you're thinking about if you have a child, that can't take care of themselves, you're taking care of them. You're feeding and nourishing them. You're making sure that they're warm, at night with blankets, or you're making sure they're getting to school and that they're safe and that they're clothed. And, you've got an inner child within yourself. So it's the same type of thing where taking care of the inner child within yourself. That's what Sundays are for. Sunday is the day of rest. So rest, enjoy, meditate, reflect on the things that we've talked about, what our mantras were Monday through Saturday, and just try and think about how it made your day different. when you do this, when you form a habit of this and you have a mantra for the day, after you do this for a couple weeks, a couple months, a couple years, however you want to look at it, and you look back at how your month went or how your week went, I can almost guarantee it has gone better because you've given your mind a positive thing to concentrate on. Now, it's not going to make all the worries of the day go away. It's not going to be this magic mantra that now all of a sudden, tra-la-la-la, my life is wonderful, and I have no problems, and I have no worries, and I have no fears. It doesn't do that. But what it does is when your mind starts to spin out of control, which happens to me quite a bit when I'm concerned about something or I have to get something done, it gives your mind something to take a break on and come back, breathe, and say. So Mondays, abundance is mine. I am open to receive abundance. What a great way to start a Monday in January, abundantly. God wants you to be abundant. How do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about others? What type of abundance is around you? Do you feel like the way you speak to others, that you're speaking abundance to them? How are you allowing people to speak to you? Are they speaking abundantly? It's thinking about these in a whole bunch of other ways. Abundance, I'm sorry. Abundance is not just financial. Abundance is here. It's deep within. And then Tuesday, you got to smile. You've got those pearly whites. You have to smile. I didn't really notice until I started doing lives that I have this crooked smile, and I'm like, oh, I have to try and, I talk out of the one side of my mouth, and I'm like noticing this. At first I was trying to correct it, but then I saw a show that Drew Barrymore did, and someone brought to her attention that, she has this crooked smile, and how humble she was about it. I'm like, okay, well, Drew Barrymore has this. I'm going to smile that way too, right? I'm just going to keep who I am as who I am. Because when you're working on Wednesday of the self-love, I am who I am with my crooked smile, with my fuzzy hair, with my, cough that I have, or, whatever. But it is allowing yourself to have your own ideas, your own goals, your own things. I have a difference of opinion about something that a once very close friend of mine had. And I had to really think about, why is it such a problem if we have a difference of opinion? That's what makes us the genuine people that we are. That's what makes the world go around. I don't have to agree with them. They don't have to agree with me. But we need to respect the fact that this is who they are, and I love them for who they are. And this is who I am, and I love myself for who I am. So it's reflecting back. I am who I am. Thursdays, working on forgiveness, right? I forgive and I release you. I forgive and I release myself. There are things in my past I'm not proud of, but you know what? I've survived them, and it made me who I am today. Dreaming big. What are some of your goals? Where do you want to be? What do you want to do? Let's just sit and daydream for a little while of really, wild things that may or may not ever come into your life. But of all these things that you start to dream about, you'll finally zone in on one specific thing that you're like, man, I could do that. I would love to do that, right? And that will help you grow. Growth is so important. We don't stop growing when we graduate from school, whether it's high school or college or, you don't stop growing. You don't stop learning. Every single day you learn. So these are things that I would like for you to kind of make that commitment to having a mantra, whether it's the mantra from the book My Head Knows But My Heart Still Hurts, whether it's your own mantras that you come up yourself. But we're going to talk about those. February, I'll talk about the February mantras, and it will be in the newsletter. But I just feel as if when your head is spinning out of control, This is something that helps to bring you back to center. Oh, what was my mantra today? Whoops. I am who I am. I am who I am. I am who I am. Right? It helps you to come back to that when you start to feel like things are unraveling. If you're working through grief, if you've lost someone, the holidays can be very difficult. But you know what? Every single day can be difficult. It doesn't just have to be the holidays. Each and every day can be difficult to get up and just to move, to try and, to try and be comfortable in your skin again without this person around you. So it's thinking about, what abundance did this person give to me? Oh my goodness, the wisdom and the knowledge and, stories. It's thinking about those. What made me smile about them? Oh my goodness, they were the best storyteller ever. And then think about a story that they said to you. Were they a very unique person? How did they help you to be the person that you are? That's where all these mantras go back to. That's where it all stems from. It's the memories that you have within yourself to give yourself permission to be imperfect. Make sense? So I wanted to just go back and reread what Donna Ashworth wrote. And this is what prompted me to talk about this. So the passage says, why do we start the new year with promises to improve? Right? I am who I am. I'm learning, I'm growing, but why am I so hard on myself that I need to improve? I feel like I need to grow, but why do we put such pressure on ourselves at the beginning of the year of promises to improve? Who began this tradition of this never-ending pressure? Oh my gosh, right? At the end of the year, people will say to you, what's your New Year's resolution? What are you going to give up? What are you going to do? It's this never-ending pressure at the beginning of the year. I haven't made a New Year's resolution, and I couldn't tell you how long, but I have a daily resolution to be the best that I can. Okay? I say that at the end of the year should be filled with congratulations for all that we survived. Think about the things that you went through in 2022. Just think about them. You've survived. Congratulations. Look how much you've accomplished. Look how much you've been through. Look how much you've grown. I am proud of you. And I say, a new year should start with promises to be kinder to ourselves, to understand better just how much we bear as human beings on this existing treadmill of life. There's a lot of stuff going on out there. Some I believe, some I don't believe. Some I trust, some I don't trust. A lot of stuff going on. And saying that it's a treadmill, boy, that's exactly right. You're running and running and running and running, and you're not getting anywhere. Life can be that treadmill of constant running and getting nowhere. And if we are to promise more, let's pledge to rest our bodies before our bodies force us to. That's what I was talking about before. When you don't take care of the body can't take care of you. Let's pledge to stop and drink in life as it happens. Cherish each and every moment as it comes, the good, the bad, and the ugly. There's a reason why this has come into your life, right? There's a reason why this person is in front of you right now. In this moment in space, drink in the life that you have been given in this moment, this time and space. Let's pledge to strip away the layer of perfection to reveal our flawed and our wondrous humanity that is truly inside of us. Are you super hard on yourself? Do you overthink every single thing that you do? It's stripping that critique, all that harsh critiqueness away. I mean, it's okay to look back and think, could have done it this way. Okay, well, not a big deal. But to constantly critique yourself and think that you're not good enough or that you don't deserve, or those are the things that we need to strip away. Why start another year gifted to us on earth with demands on our already overstrained humanity, when we could be learning to accept that we were always supposed to be imperfect? No one is perfect. You're not going to be perfect. Perfectionism isn't going to happen because you're not. It's too high of a demand to put on yourself to be perfect and to be right all the time or to make all the right decisions. And that is where the beauty of our lives are. That is where the beauty lies, actually. That's where beauty lives, in knowing that we are supposed to be imperfect, knowing that we are human beings on this human experience. We are a spiritual being in a human experience, right? So it's mind, body, spirit, keeping that, taking care of that. And if we could only find that beauty, we would also find peace. Peace. Do you not sleep well? What is going on in your head? Is your mind overthinking? Look for peace. Find inner peace. Look for balance. And these mantras will help you along that. I wish you peace in 2023. Everything else is just a part of it. So maybe your mantra for 2023 is, I am at peace. I will find peace. Peace is waiting me. Peace is coming to me. I welcome in peace. And then she says, and let it be so. And that's like saying, amen. And so it is, and so it shall be. You're accepting that this is what I want. Inner peace. I welcome peace in 2023. I'm going to work on not being so hard on myself and critiquing myself. I'm going to work on not trying to be this perfect human being that I'm setting myself up for failure as soon as I think about it. I want peace because I am who I am. And this was written by Donna Ashworth. But I thought that passage was so beautiful that we put such high expectations on ourselves that we set ourselves up for failure almost instantly. It's good to have goals and dreams and expectations, but think about how realistic they are. When you meet that goal or that dream or that expectation and you accomplish it, congratulate yourself instead of going, oh, I really wanted to do it in 3 months and it took me 4 months. I wanted to do it this way and I did it this way. I remember I lost 120 pounds and I wanted to lose 100 pounds by my 1-year anniversary of when I started. And I had not lost the 100 pounds until I think it was a year and 3 days. And when I got to that year and I was like, oh, I'm 2 pounds away or whatever it was. Instead of me thinking, oh my God, I lost 98 pounds. I was like, oh, I didn't reach my 100-pound goal. It's been a year. I took away from myself the fact that I had lost 98 pounds. That should have been the focus, not, oh, I didn't reach my goal of 100 pounds in a year. I accomplished that 2 or 3 days later, and for some reason it didn't seem as sweet to me because I missed my goal. I robbed myself, kind of, if you want to think about it, of that victory of thinking, oh my God, like I did this, right? So it is setting yourself up for victory in knowing that you are an imperfect human being that is drinking in life and cherishing each and every moment that you are given, but allowing yourself to rest and be gentle with you nurturing the inner child within, doing your mantras, accepting abundance, accepting I am who I am, accepting I'm going to smile, and accepting, I don't know if that's the right word, welcoming, smiling, forgiveness, peace. It's welcoming it in. So for 2023, I'm asking you to welcome in peace, to be open to receiving peace within yourself. All right? So this is Tuesday Talks at 10:30. I am Stacy Niedenthal. I hope that this message sparked something within you where you go, oh my God. And like I said, when I read that passage, I thought, well, shoot, that seems easy enough. And then when I thought about it a little bit more, I was like, ooh, that's not that easy. How do I do that? For me, it's through mantras. It's through keeping my mind focused on the positive when I'm working through a difficult situation. So, everybody, I wish you peace for 2023. I pray each and every day that you're living the life you love and that you're loving the life you live. If not, guess what? You're the only one that can change it. Find that peace. Protect that inner child within you. Use mantras, meditation, yoga, hiking, journaling, cross stitch, whatever it is that helps you to breathe, to release anxiety, to gain focus and balance in order to find peace. All right, guys, I will talk to you next Tuesday at 10:30. I hope you have a great and wonderful day. Peace out. I love you all. Congratulations, you made it through 2022. I'm so proud of you, and I'm offering peace to you. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.